Valerie here. Today I will going to share you about the culture shock. According to the Wikipedia, culture shock is an experience a person may have when one moves to a cultural environment which is different from one's own. So basically, those culture that is different. So basically, those culture that is different from Korea. And then for me, it was a little bit shocking. I'm going to share what was the culture shock experience for me in Malaysia. So first, bidet. If you go to a restroom in Malaysia, it's quite common for you to see those like hand bidet or the bidet that is installed in the toilet, right? I think Korea also has it, but it's not really common to find it in the public toilet. So when I first see it, I was wondering that what's the purpose of that. And then later, it turns out that I heard that it's for you to wash. Later I realized those waters that are on the ground is actually the water that used to so it's really unusual in Korea. So I'm more used to those dry using toilet paper. That was very shocking for me when I first come here, but now I get used to it. If I go back to Korea, it will be a little bit awkward that it doesn't have any bidet, hand bidet, or just bidet. And second, cockroach. Cockroach. I think it's because of weather issues. So I believe the cockroach mostly shown around like either summer or all the time. But now, since Malaysia's everyday summer, cockroaches are everywhere. I will never get used to cockroaches. And it's very shocking. I like to walking around the city. Sometimes when I'm walking around, I saw lots of cockroaches, especially the road next to KLCC. The way you go to Avenue K side, it's like nightmare. Oh my god. I was like, here to escape. I saw like at least more than 10 cockroaches there. That was another culture shock since cockroaches are everywhere. So I bought a lot of those cockroach pesticide in Malaysia or so from Korea. Please recommend me some effective cockroach pesticides so I can exterminate those. Exterminate. I haven't seen any of cockroaches in my house. Keep fingers crossed that there's no cockroach in my house. Third, inconvenient pedestrian law. As I tell you guys, I really love walking around the city. I like to walk. I just like to walk. I know that like it's quite convenient for you to use car, use Grab to go somewhere, but I just prefer to walk. But if I decide to walk, right, there is no pedestrian road. I mean, there is pedestrian road, but it's quite hard to walk. And the road is very bumpy. I don't think that it maintains often. I guess most of Malaysians are more convenient or more accustomed to driving somewhere. But as a Korean, since I used to walk a lot in Korea, I wanted to explore city with my own foot, but it's a little bit hard for me to doing that. So that's quite sad since I believe the KL is quite pretty and such a nice city. So it will be good for you guys to have those like proper pedestrian road where you can walk and explore the city. Those are the things I feel like it's quite uncomfortable and it was quite culture shock. So that was third and the next is fourth. Expensive alcohol price. Surprisingly, it's super expensive. I cannot believe that alcohol here is very expensive. Of course, I know Malaysia is Muslim countries and they are going to charge a lot of taxes, but still, I still need some alcohol whenever I try to buy alcohol, regardless it's beer or other alcohol. It's quite pricey. Those are the most of my expenses. For example, soju price in Korea is either like 1,200 won or 1,400 won, which is around 5 ringgit each. But if you want to buy soju here in grocery, you need to pay almost like 17 to 20 ringgit for soju, which used to be 5 ringgit. Exclude all those transportation fees and everything, it still makes me feel like it's quite expensive. Maybe it's a good sign that I need to reduce alcohol consumption. Kind of forced to doing that. So that was another culture shock that I experienced in Malaysia.
So that was it for my culture shock experience, but don't get me wrong, I still like Malaysia, I still willing to stay here. So I will see you guys later. Bye!